Hey everybody, it is outdoor midweek encouragement season and it's warm out here, it's windy. The wind might come across the audio on this a little bit, but we're just gonna have to deal with it because I really wanna do this outdoor midweek encouragement this week. So I wanna talk to you about this week's readings. 2 readings talking about the end. John 16, Jesus is talking to his disciples about his end here on earth. And then the other reading comes from Revelation 21, second to last chapter of the Bible, where John is writing about the revelation of the new heaven and the new earth. So between the two, we get this idea of what the end is going to be like. And the first thing I want to share with you today is what Jesus tells his disciples. It's a little bit confusing, but Jesus is talking to them about the resurrection. And he says, in a little while, you're not going to see me, but in a little while, you'll see me. And the disciples are confused, rightfully so. That's kind of difficult, but Jesus says, you will weep and mourn while the world rejoices. You will grieve, but your grief will turn to joy. So he's talking about after he's crucified, after his death, they're going to be sad, they're going to be grieving, and the world will rejoice, but he's promising them that he's going to come back. He's promising them that their grief will turn to joy. And when we read from Revelation 21, that also talks similarly about our grief turning to joy, because it talks about when God comes to dwell with us, is what Revelation tells us, with the new Jerusalem here on the new earth. So the earth is not going to be what we recognize it as today, but it's going to be a new earth in which God dwells with us, is what Revelation says. But then it tells us, too, that he will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. It's a promise that he is making, that he will wipe away those tears. He will take away all the pain, all the suffering. All of those things will be over when he dwells with us here in the new earth, the new heaven and the new earth. Those are some encouraging words. And so I hope that as you open the word, and that you open the words like that and read those words that God promises us and that Jesus promises the disciples, I hope that you will find the encouragement that in this world today, this world that we know today is one full of turmoil and struggle and strife and grief and pain and anxiety and hurt. This is not it. In fact, God says in Revelation, he says, it is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. He will make good on his promise. Just like Jesus made good on his promise with the disciples when he said, for a little while, you're going to be sad, for a little while. But then your grief is going to turn to joy, because in his resurrection, he comes back to them and they are filled with joy and they're filled with hope and they're filled with that promise. And that is the encouragement those of us that know Christ have today, that in a little while, though sometimes our little while doesn't seem like such a little while, it seems like a long while, I understand. But in a little while, those of us that know Jesus will be able to experience Gloryland. We'll be able to experience his glory fulfilled. And that's the promise that we get, those of us that know Christ. And so I hope that you can find some encouragement in that today. And if you're struggling to believe that, if you're struggling with understanding or following Jesus and believing Jesus, reach out to one of your Christian friends and talk about it with them. Ask them about it. Ask them the questions. And if you are the Christian friend, be willing to have those conversations. Pray for your friends. Pray for those that need that understanding, that need that revelation, that there is a promise, that this world is not it. This isn't it, my brothers and sisters. And I am awfully happy and excited that this isn't it, that there's a far better place that awaits us. So join us on Sunday if you can. I'm actually out here in our back patio area where we, behind me is our church and the steeple, and then you can see our cemetery as well. Just want to give you a heads up that on Memorial Day, we'll have our Memorial Day service here at church. with the color guard representing. That service will be about 8:15ish. It's always a little bit to give or take. So we hope you can join us on Memorial Day, and we hope you can join us this Sunday, 9 a.m. Sunday school, which will be wrapping up. Next Sunday is our final Sunday, but this Sunday we have 9 a.m. Sunday school, 10 a.m. worship. Great to see you. Hope to see you around. Love you. Take care.